Alright, let's play some golf. It's far too cold here for March. Emma is making moves. We're going to Arnold Palmer International, or Invitational, sorry, at Bay Hill Club and Lodge. I'm sure Emma will do good, or do well. Let's see if our rival, Brooke, does Brooke wanna? Okay, Brooke. Yeah, I'll talk smack on Twitter. Do you know who you're dealing with? It's Emma. The question came up the other day, who Emma is. And this has actually been some confusion on my streams in the past. And Emma is a character that was accidentally created by Penguin Feet texting me and autocorrect kicking in, and we ran with it. It was around playing Breath of the Wild, and she was asking about if I was playing Breath of the Wild, and something defaulted to Emma, but it made sense like Link's name was Emma, so we ran with it. So now Emma has gone racing, Emma was a cat for Stray, now Emma's golfing.
Yeah, she's not going to say sorry, just make sure you don't look in her trophy cabinet beforehand because you might get intimidated. There's
Dude,
some big
have you looked at my trophy
championships
cabinet
in there. Brooke Henderson, speaking of big, hits it big, got big game, and is just so lovely on top of it all.
I don't know if these people have looked at my
she's a born
trophy
winner,
cabinet.
isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence.
I don't need confidence, and there's the tree.
It's a little wayward, bouncing through the branches.
Yeah, but look at it's in the green, or the fairway.
We'll take us through the approach shot. It's Not easy to run the ball onto the green.
It's not. Your approach shot has to come in high and soft with a lot of spin, as there's just not much depth to this green.
Yeah, we're just going to do
Not much movement
that.
either. Fairly flat, although there is a ridge that bisects this green in two. You want to make sure that you're on the correct side of that ridge to have
I think we're on the correct side of that ridge. What do you guys think?
Wow, very aggressive
There you go, Brooke.
play on this
Remember
approach,
that
putting some pressure on their
tweet I
rival,
sent
Brooke
yesterday
Henderson.
about my approach game?
Putting for birdie here. Well, that's a nice way to start, writing a little red number down on the scorecard at the first.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So yes, birdie on the first, great job.
You add so much to the
It's currently
commentary,
tied
Rich.
for third.
Don't know what else to say to Rich except that he does not add
The
that
second
much to the
hole
commentary.
is a long par 3, old typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
What do you guys got going on here? We got a 9-mile-an-hour wind. We're just going to do this.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Yeah, well, we're going to go long because this is the 9-mile-an-hour wind that doesn't move it.
And he's safely on the green with that shot.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Oh, she's in the
And
sand.
now
We're
over
screwed.
to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's trying to pull ahead,
Oh my, how about that for a par?
Yeah.
and this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at
I
all
will.
times. These guys and girls are good.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Oh, get in. And that's a
why you gotta
long-range bomb.
keep your foot
And
on the
rest
gas
assured
there,
their
Brooke.
rival will be looking over their shoulder.
So far in the first
And this player's moving
12
up
tournaments,
on the
we've
leaderboard after
gotten
that
one
hole.
second place. Everything else has been first. Because all Emma does is win.
Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of. But
where
if you
is
miss it
Bay Hill?
right
I
in the
don't know.
rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
Oh, I won't. We're just going to pop it right there.
Opting for the 9-iron.
They've decided to club up.
I think it was a good idea.
And he's hit that inside the range.
I feel a sneeze coming on, by the way, so I might go on mute quick.
Yeah, it's about 14 feet to the hole.
All right, 14 feet to the hole. Sneeze gone.
Like the look of
I don't
this
think
one.
I broke that enough. Yeah.
Ooh, just missed that one.
Don't worry, Emma. That was for birdie. We're good. Sometimes
for a
Emma,
par
Emma
now.
gets in her head.
Okay, let's head to the next.
They're so disappointed
Why
when
don't
I
we
get a
catch
par.
up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing
she's in the
her
sand. We're
rival.
screwed.
Let's see what happens here.
Oh, almost went in.
And a par is all but guaranteed after that fantastic bunker shot.
All right, so we're tied for first after 3 holes.
The first of the par 5's Rich, the 4th hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
There's a lot of trouble lurking around this green.
Good shot there, Beamer. Rich, I love being back at Bay Hill every time because you get to honour the absolute legend of our game, the king, Arnold Palmer. There's just an air of something
I
extra
played a couple
special this week,
Arnold
isn't there?
Palmer
When
courses.
you step on the property here at Bay Hill, you know you're in the presence of something special. Arnold Palmer's legacy was really built here, wasn't it? Granted, he absolutely brought everything he had to the PGA Tour, but when you come to Bay Hill and you have all the monuments, especially the statue right there to the right behind number 1 and number 10 tee boxes, you just get a chill down your spine. Like,
I think
man,
we're just going to
this
put it
is
right
some
about
kind
there.
of awesome place. I cannot wait to tee it up here. And saying that, Mr. Palmer did not leave a knockoff course. That's very easy for these players. But listen, they come back here every year knowing that they need and they want to honor the gentleman who helped form the legacy of the PGA Tour, and that's why they're out here playing for all the money.
And that
Another
will drop
birdie.
in for birdie. And with that, we'll move to 3 under par.
I need to blow my nose quick. I'll be right back.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. The 5th at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards. Ridge, placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
All right, we're back. So, I didn't hear what they said, nor do I care. What do you think? Should we go for it? Let's go for it. They probably said something about not going for it because of the tree trouble, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's probably why we shouldn't have gone for it.
That's an awful error. Henny, how bad is this lie?
You can get great connection on this one. The rough's not going to cause any trouble. It's sitting good.
I might just play it over here. I don't know what that means. Oh. All right, let's see if we can shape that around the tree.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Atta boy, good shot. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
I probably won't, but it was a heck of a rough save. Let's just pop it over there and see what happens.
Looking really good, this one. Wow.
All right,
They
that's
certainly got
cool.
out of the right side of bed today.
That is definitely a
Yeah,
confidence
RNG's
builder.
going to kill us in second and third round.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
She'll start hitting everything from the sand.
And down she goes from outside the range.
Oh, that's going to add a little fuel to the fire of this group rivalry, guys. Massive putt.
Yeah, but I'm
Our
in first
leader
by 2
is a
strokes.
couple of shots up at this stage. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th. Rich, a lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really
so the wind didn't do
solid
anything.
birdie opportunity.
That ball looked a little thirsty.
So wind took it zero distance with 6 mile an hour wind.
Getting ready to play their third. He's got a 2-stroke buffer.
That's why I went for it. Watch the wind take it really wide this time.
Going with the hybrid.
Yep. Had the wind taken it that much last time,
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt,
we'll still
you'll
get,
take it.
I hope we'll still get par.
Putting for birdie.
Looking great now.
And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead.
A birdie
And that will
water
take him
save.
to 5 under. Why not take another look at that effort?
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Twenty-four foot putt. And then all of a sudden Jeremiah appears. Dude, Jeremiah. Sneaky.
Currently 3 strokes up after that hole. Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
Yeah, it's funny how much that moves left-right, but not forward-backwards. I'll take that, though.
What a shot. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Well, it's for par, but she's hitting it.
And
Yeah.
there it goes.
I was going to
from the
say, she's
sand.
in the sand. There's
Okay,
no
let's
question
get back
there.
to it, shall we? What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one will run uphill.
Zero
That was
break.
a gallant attempt. An opportunity to make a par here.
There we go.
And down it
We'll
goes.
take it. We'll take it.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure
think
that
I'm
you
fine
take
with
enough
the
club for your
club
second
that I
shot
got.
to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off
Yeah,
the green
there's that
into
4
the
mile
drain.
an hour wind.
Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Going with the 8-iron here.
That's all of the wind I needed from the 6 mile an hour wind that was there.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par.
I'm putting that.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for a par.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's
She's in the
next shot.
sand.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, she's not in the sand. That's
How
why
close
she
was
missed.
that to going down? And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead.
Emma needs to start putting the afterburners back on here.
Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
Is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in two. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front nine, and one they have to find the fairway with.
Well, we found the fairway, I think.
Pretty good shot there.
Pretty
This
good shot.
from about 170 yards out. Currently
Give me
leading
that
by
sass.
2.
Let's give it a little bit of forward roll on that.
Going with the 7. Should find the green here.
Oh, I didn't need the forward roll. It just carried.
Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. And a chance to move to 6 under the card with this putt.
Nope.
Ouch, that hurts. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
What?
You know what they say, never up, never in.
Downhill putt there. Luke just misjudged the pace there.
I did not.
Didn't want to be too
It
bold with it.
RNG'd me.
So, Rich, give us a halftime report.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Wow, that was just
I swing
right.
through the. I swung through the putt. It just they didn't. The RNG kicked in.
Second shot here on the 10th hole.
But it is what it is, right? All right. So is this the 5 feet 7 mile an hour crosswind or the 30 feet?
Looks
We'll
to have
find out.
opted for the 8 iron. That's tidy.
RNG and Emma don't get along, I don't think.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, he's got just over 16 feet here. Now that's how you roll the rock.
That's frustrating. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. What do we catch up with?
So
Brooke
the last
Henderson?
time that
She's
it was
currently
moving, the lines were
trailing
moving
her
that fast,
rival.
it went
Let's
straight
see
as
what
an arrow.
happens here.
So I almost didn't even do that, and
Ooh,
it
wouldn't that
broke
have
a
been
lot
nice?
more.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 third, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
I feel like Bay
It
Hill
does.
is
It just has a little more
Orlando.
landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
He is right on the 150-yard marker here.
I am gonna roll this.
Going with the 9 iron, I think.
And that 4 mile an hour wind really slowed it down.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor.
I should have
Could've
clubbed
been
up.
worse.
I knew the
There's
4
a
mile an hour
long
wind would
way, but I
have
tell
played
you what,
like 12.
I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Shame it didn't drop. That's a solid par.
Heck
And
yeah.
now
it
that
is.
finds him in first place. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer has really started to mimic front and back nines.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
I don't think Emma's going to miss it long.
Sitting at 4 under for the day, currently in the lead.
Let's see if it rolls up. We might end up in one of those pot bunkers, but... yeah, the left one. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
I feel like that.
Oh, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. Yes!
There we go.
They've made it. And
Emma
that
got
will
out of
move you to
neutral
6 under
there.
par. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
I'm gonna just throw, see if that works. Yeah, there we go.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull
Are we
ahead
tied?
now?
Let's get
Did
back
she
to
all
it,
of a
shall
sudden
we?
put the push on? I didn't know that we were
Our
tied.
leader is up by 4 shots now.
Okay, we're not tied. I don't know what the announcer was talking about.
Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's
Yeah, we're
just a
gonna keep
long
the
iron
3-wood.
or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side. Open up the angle for your second shot. And it's obvious, you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side. Make a par. Pretty simple.
Don't tell me what to do, announcer.
Yeah,
You hate
that'll
me.
work. That's fine.
Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 13th.
I'd like to
Just
get a little
outside
bit
10
more
feet to the hole
cushion
here, right
between
on
me and
11
the second
feet to be
place
exact.
person.
Oh, so close. And this putt coming up for his par. And that moves them to -6 for the tournament.
The concessions are closed.
And
How am
another
I
of the
supposed to
uphill
get a
par
Snickers?
threes, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Oh, I should have slowed that down even more. Stop.
Well, this is some ball striking. Hitting greens in regulation, it's a thing of beauty.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach.
Oh, we got
shots.
the fuego.
Another green in regulation.
And she was in the
Okay, time
sand,
to
so you
return
know
to the
she's
action.
putting the press on. One thing I've noticed is if they
This
do
one
the
just
clip from the
outside
sand,
7 feet to the
they're
hole.
holding it out most likely.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. And still in top spot after that
Look at
hole.
that little bull
Keep it
size in the
going.
middle of the pond. I can't remember, but I heard
To get
there
into
was
the closing
a
stretch
tournament
here
that
at
they
Bay
try
Hill,
to
the
skim the
15th
ball
par 4.
across the
Strong
pond
par 4, your dog
and then
legs from
roll it
left
up
to right.
to
Don't
see
miss
who's
it
the
out to the
closest
right
to
in
the
that bunker. Not
pin.
only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This
We're
is a
just gonna
very
do this.
difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Slow down, ball. Oh, they'll give me the oh.
That makes its way to the first cut.
Dude, that's fine. Don't you talk about the first cut that way.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
Heck yeah, I
Yep,
am.
solid connection. This is looking good.
That's a great shot here at the 15th and sets up a look for birdie.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Ooh,
Well, the break was more than it showed.
pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Leading by 4 strokes after that one.
Yeah, it is very interesting.
Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay
to
Hill's
see the-
Club and Lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the
See the
par 5
RNG
16th.
kick in,
Luke,
especially when
you
Emma
gotta
starts
take
ranking
advantage of this
really
par
high.
5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
They're thinking of going for this one, guys.
Dude, why wouldn't we?
Going with the 5-iron here.
So historically,
This
the
one needs
5
to kick left and
5
kick
mile an
left
hour
hard.
wind pulls it about 10 yards further, and that one did
Well,
not.
take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
But I figured it wouldn't. That's why I hit
Why don't
where
we
I
catch
did.
up with
But I just
Brooke
couldn't.
Henderson?
I couldn't
Yeah,
point
she's
it in the
down,
water
she's
because then it would
behind
kick over to the
her
water
rivals
based on the
scooting
RNG.
ahead. Let's see what happens.
Fair effort.
Wait for the gopher.
Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
This is a par 4, I think. Oh, it's a par 5. We're just gonna roll this up here and see if we can get at least a little close.
Just didn't drop.
Yeah.
Wow, almost an eagle.
Emma, don't look mad. You're good.
Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. A quick look at the leaderboard has this player currently in first place with Xander Schauffele
Oh,
in
that's
second.
right. We don't have a cut because it's an invitational.
Par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Well, we'll try to make 2 here. I'm
Yeah,
still
you
learning
didn't
this
you?
course because I've never played it.
Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Hey, nice looking line. Okay, steady now. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She made bogey, gave one
So
back on the last
she's
hole.
not on the sand, so we'll see. 50-50 here.
Just missing
Still
the
a
booty
great
there.
shot there, Brooke.
So after that effort, let's have a look at the
I'll
contenders
clap for that.
and the pretenders. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
I think we'll put it right about there. That 8 mile an hour wind might play a little bit, but we'll see.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Outstanding shot. High quality.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
7 feet to the cup.
There you go. How's it going, Penguin? That's Penguin's entrance music. Look at that break.
That was a gallant attempt.
Look at that
Putting
break.
for par here. And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played.
Good morning or afternoon. Oh, that's cool. How was P.F. Chang's last night?
And that'll do it. Lovely start to the opening round. In top spot, but there's a whole bunch of people right over their shoulder.
They're in a great spot. They can't
I've
quite
been
get too
nice.
relaxed.
It's been
as of yet,
years
as
since
there's
I've
a lot
been.
of golf
I think
yet
the
to
last
play,
time I was at P.F.
so
Chang's.
They really need to focus in going into that next round.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that was a
2012.
and on behalf of myself, Luke
And there's a reason why I
Rich Beam and
remember.
all the hard-working folks at
Maybe
2K Sports,
2013.
thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.
Yeah, 2013. Yeah, I ran errands this morning. I filled up my tank of gas, so Violet's got a full tank of gas. I got mushrooms and green onions so I can make mushroom fried rice tonight. And then ran to the outlet mall and got a couple of shirts from the Nike store just because I'm starting to wear, no longer getting bar swag shirts, so I running low on shirts are starting to wear out, and took the recycling down. And believe it or not, Penguin, you'll be proud. I got the mail. I went and picked up the mail. I'm terrible at picking up the mail, by the way, everybody, because it's like a half-mile walk to the mailbox. And it's completely on the other side of the area, and there's no reason for me to go over that in that area. All right, well, we hit a -8 on the first round. Let's keep this going. Thanks for being proud of me on that. It really is. Like, I don't go check the mail very often.
.2K Sports, in association
Middle of
with
the water
PGA
target.
Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the
Stuff on
FedEx
my
Cup.
neck
Today's
weird,
coverage
so
of the
I feel
Arnold
like
Palmer Invitational
I'm all
is
sore
about to begin.
there.
Pleased you could join us
But,
for this
you know,
second round
whatevs.
action.
Hey, Salen, how's it going? Welcome.
Rich, this player's been playing some
Trying to warm up in this
impressive
cold
golf.
March with
They've got the lead. They're where they want to be,
with
but
some golf.
what should
Just
be
a
their
just a
mindset going into this
reminder
round?
why
Well,
Emma's
hopefully
not
it's
wearing a
the chasing
hat.
pack, 'cause the chasing pack is filled
Free
with
the
some
locks.
big names, so they're going to have to really bear down, focus on the task at hand. They've got to sit there and keep their emotions to themselves and not get wrapped up in everybody else around them.
Big day
How's your
coming up.
Sunday
Can't wait
going?
to see how it unfolds, Rich. This should be an absolute beauty.
Okay, we're gonna pop it right there.
Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today.
Uh-oh, we might catch a little bit of that tree. Oh, we didn't. That's the kind of tone Emma's setting today. Right there.
Lining up from around 160 yards.
I might club up this one and then pull it back a little. Might as well go for it,
To have
right?
chosen the 7-iron.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Well, that's a lovely approach and sets up a birdie
Nice.
opportunity here at the first.
Continuing Breath of the Wild.
Gotta like their chances.
This one started out on a good line. Oh, what a super shot.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
Penguin has one more ending to do in Mortuary's Assistant, and then she's going to hop over to Breath of the Wild, she said. I don't know if that's truth
Here we
or
are at
if
the
that's
second
just
tee.
entertaining my excitement for Breath of the Wild, but I'm just letting you know that claim has been made. Mortuary's assistant.
Going with the 5-wood.
Okay, let's see what happens here. I figured it would roll down that hill. Yeah, she's got one ending left. And then
Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
there wasn't much
When
else
we
we could
catch
have done
up
there.
with Brooke Henderson.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
I think everybody here already is following Penguin, but if you're not following Penguin,
Let's
Go
catch up
follow
with the current
Penguin.
proceedings. Time for the second shot here on the second hole.
just saying. There's a lot of jump scares. I did give you a shout at yesterday, but somebody was asleep.
Very crafty, that shot.
Gotta say,
It makes it very
his
easy to
short
give you a
game is
shout out with my stream
phenomenal.
deck too, by the way.
He's got a par here.
It
Let's
works
see if he
out
can
really
make it.
well. I don't. Oh my
No,
goodness.
that's too bad.
Emma.
You'll have to settle for bogey there.
No, don't be sorry.
Currently 8 under.
I
for the
knew you
tournament.
would fall asleep right away. When you said you were on the couch with Mika, I was like, she's out. Like,
Teeing off here at
I was
the
like,
third
I was
hole.
surprised you stuck around as long
There's
as
a
you
lot of
did.
intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of. But if you
I will
miss it
confirm
right
that
in
the
rough,
quiche I made
that
last
is
night was
very
delightful.
gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out
Both
to the
Insanity
right, but
and I
watch
were
out.
at,
It's awfully
Will's
quick
stream
coming
and
down that green. Don't
discussed
chip it or put
dinner.
it in the water.
Great shot. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
That one should find the
Yeah,
surface.
and disclaimer, because I know you have the little one sailing,
That's right out of the copy box.
not family
Exquisite.
friendly in Penguin stream. Just a
Playing this
heads
one
up.
About 130 yards.
Hilarious, a lot of fun. Not one I would take kids to. Oh my goodness. How did I go from...
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
This one's going to the right.
No, it's not. It's going to kick back.
He seems to have zero regard for the fact that he's playing
So,
against
what's
a
today's...
multiple
Well, okay, first of
major
all, have
champion
you played
here.
since we
Just
talked
firing off
last
approach
Breath of
shots
the
like that.
Wild,
Wow.
sailing? And
This putt coming up.
what's
is for
today's
birdie.
plan? What are we trying to accomplish today?
This one has eyes for the hole. And nice effort from him. He bounces
Sorry to hit
back
you with
from the
like
bogey at the last hole.
Game
20
face-off
questions right
early
away,
here,
but
Luke.
And with that hole behind
Penguin,
him,
what time are you
this
thinking
player
about streaming
currently
if you
holds down
stream?
top spot on the leaderboard, and Xander Schauffele is second. Let's see what happens here on the fourth.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Oh, that's fair. If it's within the hour, unfortunately, I probably won't make it. Because, you know, I usually go for about 3.5.
Lovely effort that. Sitting at 9 under par, currently leading.
Yeah, just don't forget to mute it. otherwise, Twitch gets mad at you because then you're stream sniping. That's against their terms of service. Not that I care. You stay out of there.
Not bad. And here we are with the third shot.
We'll pop it right there.
That's nicely done. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
Little birdie look in here.
Ooh, right by the hole. And that should secure the par on this one.
Oh, stream sniping
He's
is
currently sitting in first place.
broadcasting somebody else's stream. And which is dumb because they used to allow
Setting up now
hosting,
on a par four.
which was the same thing,
And after
but
that par, they're looking for something good
I think
here.
it's part of it. Let's do the 3-wood this time. The trees were a little bit sassy last time. I think it's because you can use somebody's stream to cheat in like a competition. I don't know I don't know the rules. We still have to work around that tree.
That was wonderfully done.
Oh, we'll just
What
go
kind
over
of shot
that
are they
tree.
facing here, Henny?
Well, by my estimation, they're looking at 110 here.
We can make it over that tree, right?
Choosing the 9-iron here. Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the 5th. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
I think somebody has to report you though for it, but you still don't want to hear Emma play golf while you're. Maybe you do, while you have Mortuary's assistant up. It might make things much more funny. Less scary, definitely.
Well, that'll play. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, she's down. She's behind. Her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
I'm just saying that it would be
This
hilarious
has a real chance.
No, that's too bad.
having
Let's take a look at the current
Emma's golf
standings.
audio
Our
in
leader is out in front
while
by a
you're
whopping 5 strokes.
in Mortuary's assistant.
And after a birdie at the last, they take the honor on the hole.
In the lead and could extend it with a birdie or an eagle on this short hole.
Okay, this is the one that the 6-mile-an-hour wind didn't do a darn thing, and I ended up in the water.
Wow, I didn't even know they had this power. Great drive.
Where's this clapping coming from? Or Dr.
Second shot here
Chapinski.
on the 6th.
What? I'm investigating a body. Let's see what's down here. I don't know. We think we can do that? Put a little brakes on it. Yeah, let's do that. This might end up in the water, guys.
Opting for the 5-wood.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Yeah, that's certainly
Using all of his
showcasing all
muscles
their
to get that
talents
one home
there
in 2.
while you're
Here's
in the
a
middle
chance to get to
of
12 under.
you know, moisturizing the face. Saying we might have a niche market going on here. Oh, that would have been cool to have.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as
That
a
does
player.
not drive Emma
And
bonkers.
staying right where they were
Emma
in
does not
today's
go
rankings
bonkers.
after that. Teeing off here at the 7th.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back
I may have
towards
missed
you
it.
ever so slightly.
Salem, what are you trying? No need to
good
answer if you're in the
6-5
middle of the
from
game. But
195 yards.
what are you
It's
trying to
still a
accomplish today in
difficult
Breath of the
task
Wild?
to get it close.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
No need to pause the game to answer my questions. Oh, look at that. Way to go, Emma.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah,
This one's
Penguin, you
13
were,
feet
for
from
a
the
while
cup.
there, you were streaming Sunday night. 80 shrine. Whoa, where are you at on shrines right now? 80 is solid.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
72? Okay, yeah, that's
And now
still
over
a
to Brooke
solid,
Henderson's next shot.
solid
Coming
single
off a
sitting.
bogey on the last hole.
Especially that late into the game. I find the last 40 shrines are take the longest.
Going with the hybrid.
And a great fairy. That is some. I like it. I like that. It's aggressive, but I like it.
That's an absolute ripper.
Which
What a
fairy
shot.
haven't you gotten yet?
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots.
Oh yeah. Well, and I mean, that's the key right there, right?
Face a
Is
par 4 now.
how
Love this tee shot.
How
here, Luke.
distracted
The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf
will
ball
you get?
towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee.
because that's really
From
what.
there, you make sure that you
But
take
both are
enough club for your
successes, right?
second shot
Like,
to carry the front
either getting
edge.
distracted
If not, that golf ball will come falling
and
back
having a
off the
blast,
green
or
into
getting
the drink.
the eight shrines
Well, that's
in
a handy
Fairy
shot.
Fountain.
And he's down there.
Both sound like lovely
Setting up here
options,
from
honestly.
about 145 yards.
All right, so we're just gonna put it right there. Stick that
Opting
close.
for the 9-iron. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich.
What a gorgeous looking shot.
Great ball striking. It's a thing of beauty.
Yeah, the one I always
Practice
leave to the
is
end
paying off here,
is the
Luke.
one in the
This
desert.
player is relentless.
Nice shot that. That should find the surface. Wow, what a shot. And back to the course with the live action. It's just about 3 feet away. Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you
Okay.
keep making putts like that.
And when you say the one by Zora, do you mean the one by
This is quality
Impa,
play,
or
still
the
on
one
top of the leaderboard?
up over by on the way to Robbie's?
I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
It is a trap. Yeah, the desert one is so difficult, but oh, cool.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
So I think Salen and I have the same kind of take on this. The higher the distraction count, the more successful the day of Breath of the Wild was.
Opting for the 6-iron.
At least that's my feeling, is if I get distracted more, that means that that day of Breath of the Wild was a lot more fun.
And not a bad approach. You'll be putting.
And a lot of people think it's so weird that I didn't fast travel that first playthrough, but
This
oh my
putt
gosh,
here
was
to
that
get
so
to
much fun.
14 under the card.
I don't know if I'd do it again, like as a rule, but I am glad I did it.
It's on a great line. Oh, just missed.
Emma.
Just 3 feet to the cup.
He's got this for his
I don't even
par.
know what I'm hitting today.
Now, 8
Minus
shots in
13,
front.
that's not bad. Oh
Let's
yeah.
see what happens here at the 10th hole.
If nothing
Players have
else, you
looked
get
at this hole
it
differently
uses up
over the
like
years.
all
It
of your
used to be
weapons.
just a layup shy of that bunker down the right-hand side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more players take out driver and take it over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly elevated.
There we go.
Let's catch up with Willie Z. He's
Willie
always a
Z.
flusher.
Who the heck is that?
He's a sharp shooter from short range, isn't he?
Oh, Will Zalatoris. Okay.
I gotta say, from that spot, that's exactly what they were trying to do.
Are you going for
And back to the play, shall we? Second shot here
for
at the 10th.
all the upgrades? I can't remember if I asked that before. Hey, Jackie, how's it going? How are you doing?
That could play.
Just having a little bit of Breath of the Wild talk while we're playing some golf.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Happy Sunday. Yeah, and it's not even the fight
mark
that
it
gets
down.
me,
That's
because
birdie
like if
number
you have
7 on the
stasis plus, you
scorecard.
just freeze them and knock the living
A quick look
daylights
at the
out of them.
leaderboard has this
It's
player
the
currently
weapons.
in first place,
It's
with
how much you
Xander
burn through the
Schauffele in
weapons.
second. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
That's fair. I think, Salen, you might have some input here.
that was
I'm thinking
Henny,
about
what's
doing
the player facing here?
Link to the
He's setting
Past
up here
for
from
my
about
playthrough after this.
115 yards.
After the golf outing. Yeah, I that's you know you're having a good time and wrapped in a game if that's the case. I've done that before, so I totally understand,
I like
Jackie.
that strike. This one's heading well towards the green.
And I kind of want
Pay
to do
attention, folks.
Ocarina of
That's
Time,
how you play
but
golf.
I want to get the
Why don't we
Switch
catch up
version
with Brooke
of
Henderson?
the 64
She's
controller
trying to
then,
pull ahead in
because I
this
don't
group
like how
rivalry.
the
Let's see what
C-pad
happens.
works with the bumpers, because it puts the C-pad in the bumper area
Good
of the
opportunity here,
controller.
just 6 feet to the hole.
This for a birdie run.
Oh, that's going fast.
That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Yeah, so I really want to just do like
Currently
that Switch
15 under
64
par for the
controller.
event.
Maybe I'll look for it, but I don't know if it's worth it for just playing Ocarina of Time. So, with that being said, more than likely I'll just do Link to the Past.
Now on the tee after
Even
a
though
birdie.
Link to the
Fired
Past,
up and
I
ready
know
for
I've
more.
told Salen this. I don't know if I've told you this, Jackie or Nicole. Link to the Past is probably my favorite Zelda game. Classic Zelda game. Is that going to kick to the left? I think it will. Yeah,
Second shot here on the 12th.
I don't know if you knew that my house had been robbed in 2014, and I lost my 64 then. And I haven't bought another one. Oh, we're going right.
They're in the bunker.
Oh, it's all good. I've dealt
Jesse,
with
get up
those.
and
I
down.
appreciate that, but I've dealt with those demons in my closet, and I'm completely fine with it. I just ended up losing pretty much all my video game systems. all my snowboards.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot.
That should be good enough to guarantee the birdie.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Wow. That's classy. Good save from there.
And that'll put a little pep in your step up and down from the bunker.
But yeah,
in for
I
the
would love to
birdie.
pull the
Good
64
job.
out and do that,
He
but
sits
because I
in
had
first
that
position.
game. But you know, it is what it is.
Next
We all
up
have our
is
path,
this
right?
2-shot hole.
So there's no reason to go for it on this one, but there is a reason to sneak this way because you have more green to work with then. Yeah, and that's why I don't have my PS or my PS2 or 3.
And taking aim from around 100 yards here.
Okay, so let's just put a little backspin on here. Sneaker right about there. And hope that it's the 5 feet, 4 mile an hour wind, not the 50 feet.
Well, that's a
You know,
great
it
shot.
is what it
It
is.
sets
You
up
know,
a birdie look here at the 13th.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Just building upon his advantage.
It was
He keeps
kind of a
making
reset.
important plays. And now over to Brooke Henderson's.
are you
next
talking
shot.
about the
She's
one down
currently
by St.
trailing
Olaf?
her rival. Let's
You
see
told
what
me about
happens
this one
here.
before, Jackie.
A long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
I remember you telling me about this. I have to
gee,
look
that
that up
line
to
was
see if
looking
it's still
good,
there
wasn't it?
because I would totally
And
get
how
a
did that
64
shot
again.
impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard.
Yeah, and it's something that was out of my control, and really, you know, dwell on it or say, all right, well, I
Right, getting into
had a
our final
reset.
stretch.
Let's
Time to
just
tee
keep
off here
going.
on the 14th.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Yeah, we're just trying to get this on the
This
green,
one needs to kick left.
and then we'll worry about everything else after that.
Setting up miles from the hole.
Yeah, the only kicker about that experience was the fact that they literally broke down 2 of my outside doors. So then the house was just wide open until somebody could come out and put 2 new doors in. Ooh, oh, slow down.
It was on a good line. That'll sting a bit. This is a par putt. Still in the lead now after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
Let's see what
Strong
happens.
par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from
we're
you
gonna hit the
just
bunker.
over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Oh, we missed the bunker.
Ah, that's not the shot he was hoping for.
That was the 4 mile an hour wind that didn't kick in. We're starting to fall to the
Setting up in
RNG
some
gods.
very deep rough.
All right, this 3 mile an hour
Looks
wind's
to
gonna
be
pull
going
us
with a
all the way
hybrid
to the
here.
left. Oh, maybe not. When we get too
Okay,
far
not
ahead,
the best
the
result, but a
RNG
chance to
is
get up and down.
noticeably
Come out of the rough, your distance
aggressive.
control gets off.
Just so everybody knows.
Lovely shot out of the bunker. That's in tight. Job done. Let's head to the next. Leading by
Yeah,
a
because we're
phenomenal
12
strokes after
ahead
that one.
after 2 rounds.
Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
So now that you've put a couple hours into that game, Jackie, how you feeling about it? I know you're a little bit. There was a little bit of frustration at first,
yards here.
but not too bad. But how is it after putting, what's that, 8 hours in?
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
All right, bold. I like this play.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game, a bold play.
All right, can we get to minus 19 here? No, there's no way that I'm making that.
Ouch, that hurts. That's disappointing. Lining up the birdie putt here.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Fair effort, that. Good birdie. What do we catch up with?
Yeah,
Brooke
okay.
Henderson.
She had a bad previous hole, came off
You
with
mentioned it
bogey.
was turn-based
Here's Brooke Henderson's next shot.
for combat, right?
Wow, what a save.
Yeah,
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
she was in the sand, so of course she chipped in. Fair enough. I really like that open world because it's kind of like,
Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
how do I explain
This
open world for
hole
me?
causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible
I
to
like
find,
the-
as it is so
the fact
firm
that-
historically through the years.
Oh, that's
You
getting pulled
find
to
the
the right.
green, you make your 3, and you're smiling.
The difficulty
earlobe
of
to earlobe.
enemies is what kind of directs you where you should and shouldn't go, because
Oh,
you're
that's beautifully
you're
judged.
so
Nearly
underpowered.
doesn't get any better than
And
that.
I like
Amazing
that kind of
shots.
And
those
hitting?
guardrails
What is she
instead
looking
of
at here
only
for
being
this
a
putt?
linear
She's got
game.
to be careful this doesn't run away from her here. It's
So
downhill.
that's why I would really like Breath of the Wild too,
Ooh.
because you kind of get directed by how difficult the enemies are.
12 feet to the cup coming up.
What a great opportunity here for
Okay,
a look at a
okay.
birdie.
We'll just toss her right there and see what happens.
This one's dialed in. Geez, making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Yeah, we had our little stutter step on 2, and then just put the
Currently in
afterburners
first
on here.
position.
I don't think Brooke is going to be challenging us anytime
Teeing
soon.
off here at the lucky last, the 18th.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right, or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the
It's
title.
an easy pin placement.
This shot is about 140 yards out.
All right, we're going to see what happens there.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
This one looks like it'll safely make the green.
Heck yeah, and close.
That's a lovely shot here at the 18th, and a chance for birdie at the last.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
Just
Short
4
game
feet
has
remaining.
been absolutely fantastic today.
Gets that one to go down, and that'll end the day's work.
Yeah, well, and I would be interested to see it. But, you know, obviously stream what you want to stream. But yeah, I definitely would be. You'd have to let me know that
And
you were
through
streaming it.
36
I'd
holes, this player
make sure to
continues
join.
shine out there in top spot.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot
Speaking
wait
of-
to see what this player produces tomorrow.
Well,
you
on
haven't
behalf
yet,
of myself,
go
Luke Elvey,
check out
and Rich
Jackie.
Beam, Thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.
Usually does art streams, very chill. But once in a while does a little variety of upcoming game. Alright, so we're at about needing to stretch. So I'm going to leave it at this, the scene between rounds. We're halfway through this tournament. I'm going to get up and stretch. You're not going to miss any gameplay. We'll play a little scene. Just play a little commercial. It's probably going to be Sprite or some tax documentations. Or tax time, you know. I'll be back in about 2 minutes. Yeah, I thought about making a longer stretch scene because I've been streaming longer, and then I'd have the short one, and then if, let's say, I did like a full day stream, I'd have one that would leave me enough time to maybe heat up some food or something. But that's neither here nor there. You know, it's on the backlog of things to do. Alright, let's go play round 3, see what's up.
PGA Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational
winter breaks,
is about to begin. Pleased
I don't know what I'm going to do for my stream schedule. I'd probably keep it the same, fairly similar. But
Rich Beam. And Rich, this player's been
we'll see what happens.
Doing really nicely, building that solid advantage over the field. But today's just as important as the first few, isn't it?
Of course it is. And the way they're playing, however, though, I don't see them going anywhere but up. I just find what they're doing out there to be fairly flawless. Now, is it possible they stumble? Of course it is. But I'm having a hard time understanding how they can
we hit a 58 last round.
Pounding, my palms are sweaty. Let's see how they play out.
Oh, dude, he's quoting DMCA announcer. Goodness. Gotta warn me of that.
And let's see what he can do here today.
I don't know if Eminem approved for that.
This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker.
I don't know what to do here. I want to club up. All right. We're not clubbing up. We're going to hopefully hit it more than 100%.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
Okay, that worked.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that
Hey,
one ranks right
Zeus.
up there.
Oh, this will be
We
good for the
literally got
momentum.
back from
Let's
a
make
stretch
this birdie
scene,
putt.
but
Just
I
didn't
will
fly.
get up and stretch. Don't worry, we're not playing
No,
another
that's
ad.
gonna be
All right.
frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't
Zeus
able to
wants us
convert.
to stretch.
So, still currently in the lead after that hole, but Tiger Woods is lurking in second place.
All right, so we'll
There's always
We'll-
a
we'll
sense of excitement striding onto the
do a
tee
quick
of a par
pause.
3 hole.
Oh, do you want me to get here? Let me see if I can give you your points back. Give me a second, guys. All right, you should have your points, the 1,000 points back from. And so, appreciate it. And I was dancing while I was giving the points back. All right, let's see what Emma does here. How's your Sunday going, by the way? And thanks for stepping in there, Sailor, on making sure Zeus is. We're all dancing in our chairs. How was the play? Did you end up going?
Wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here at the second.
Wait, of course you ended up going. I'm not. I retract that asking if you went, but how was it?
It's got a chance. Oh, well played.
Nice.
Oh, that
That's good.
settles the nerves
You never know
right
with
there.
that age
Great
level.
Stuff.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole.
Just a heads up for everyone. If you're wondering why Emma's not wearing a hat, there you go.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of. But if you miss it right in the rough,
Jackie,
that
did
is
you see
very
me
gnarly and nasty
hashtag
to
that
come
in-
out of.
in
The green
Penguin's
works
stream
away from
last
the
night?
player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
Playing from 110 yards
That's
out.
cool. All right, so we'll just back this off a little. Let's see if we can sneak this up at, just stick this close.
This is looking pretty good in the air.
What? Zeus? Oh my
Wow,
gosh.
very aggressive play on this
All right.
approach.
Things
putting
are getting
some
serious,
pressure on
guys.
their rival Brooke Henderson.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
All right, there. You can speak. You can speak. Five-minute poll. There you go, guys. We'll let chat decide if Emma should be wearing a hat or not.
Well, nicely done. Holes the
This
putt
is
for
where
back-to-back
friends
birdies.
are made
I like
and
it. 2 in a row. He's
friendships
feeling it.
are put in the trash bag.
And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in second place.
I gave 3 options of no and 1 option of yes.
And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side. That
Yeah, you knew you were the minority with me because I gave 3 no options.
Certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Well, this should find the short grass.
Zeus likes the hats.
Second shot here on the 4th.
Maybe I should do a channel point where Emma wears a hat for a tournament. Channel point redemption of like 1,000.
Handy effort, that one. Getting ready to play their third.
Like you get to pick the hat.
Just a 4-footer remaining.
This is their look at birdie.
I mean, we got like 40 hours left of this
There
game,
it is.
so I mean, it's
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
and
Carry
the
off birdie. They'll be
the
putting
rule,
themselves
I
a
wouldn't
chance to
say
keep it
rule,
rolling.
but the rule is that like if I'm mid-tournament, it would be the start of the next tournament. So you get all 4 rounds. Okay, we learned we don't want to hit driver here.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one.
Oh,
Standing
2
up
people
over
said
this one
yes.
After a bunch of birdies.
I think it's more like a gaggle of birdies, isn't it, Luke? Gaggle?
Gaggle of birdies. A bonanza.
Bonanza of birdies.
Yep. All right. Beauty.
It's a good start
Oh,
to the day.
you used a
Let's
couple
hope
of
they can
channel
keep
points.
up the good form.
We're putting a little forward spin to see if it kicks in. It did.
Yeah, not a bad effort that
No,
one.
no, that's
Up
what
onto the
that's there
green
for.
And a chance to hole your putt. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving
Y'all
an
are a
uphill
bunch
putt
of
short.
cheaters. No, I'm kidding.
And with that,
You
That's
voted
the
3
fourth birdie.
times.
Trying to make a statement early.
Let me guess, each one of the no's? You voted each one of the no's?
and still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
And I made sure to put it as channel points and not having
Time to tee off
hit
at the
bits
6th.
for...
Already in control of this tournament, looking to extend that lead on this short hole.
for a second vote. Hey Trey, how's it going? We have a poll going right now. Feel free to join in. Should Emma wear a hat or should we free the locks?
That's a high caliber shot.
Feel free to chime in however you feel.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Well, hopefully it was a
Well, they
lovely
look
nap.
like they're taking this on in 2.
Yeah, we hit you
Nicely
right
done.
away with the poll.
An eagle putt awaits.
Break? Okay,
And
there we
that
go.
putt will drop,
Emma's
and he'll
unstoppable.
extend his lead.
It might be the fact that Emma doesn't wear a hat, or it might just be Emma's talent. I think the free the locks definitely won. Free the locks.
And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from
Super
195 yards.
duper
It's still
serious
a
question to
difficult
Zeus.
task
Have you
to
played
get
any
it
more
close.
Breath of the Wild?
Opting for the 5-iron.
Got Salen's here. Trey's
That
here.
was a beauty.
We got a party
Looks like
today.
a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. And racking up their 5th
How's your
birdie
Sunday
today.
going, Trey?
He's currently
Just
sitting
woke
in
up.
first place.
Had a good nap. It's good start.
Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Did we decide that Bay Hill was Orlando?
Yeah, that one will play. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 165
Sorry to
yards.
hear that. Okay, we're gonna just pop it right there. So
Nicely done.
Salen's game plan
Henny,
is to
you've
get
had the chance
distracted
to have
in
a look
Breath of
over
the
this
Wild
one?
today, but the
Setting up this
secondary
putt
game plan
14 feet
to
from
get
the
everybody
cup.
up to speed
This is what they have left for birdie here.
is to get to 80 shrines and a fairy fountain in Breath of the Wild. There we go,
Super
Emma.
shot that.
Back-to-back
Emma's in the
birdies,
zone.
Moving the right direction there, Luke.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
We're breaking 30. We're in the third round and we're already almost at 30.
Here we are at the final hole on the front 9.
And we're only 9 holes in. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Salen's playing some Breath of the Wild today.
Wonderfully played
And
from around 180 yards out.
the goal was 1, to get distracted, and 2, to get to 80 shrines,
Looks to
8-0,
be going with the 6-iron.
and a fairy fountain. I think they said they were at about 72.
That's a good-looking shot there.
So it should be a good time. And really, the
Nice to
ultimate
see this
goal,
one go
they were
down.
fighting
Let's
a
see if they
Lionel
make it.
win a minute ago. 74 now. Oh my gosh, that was quick. That's some good progress.
Surely it's going to.
Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today.
That is true, Trey, except that 2 things we're not counting for. 1, the distraction count is high.
Lurking in second place.
And second of all, they are in the
Well,
final
let's get stuck into the 10th hole.
30
shall we?
shrines, and you know how
Players
much
have looked at this
harder
hole
they are to
differently over
get.
the years. It used to be just a layup shy of that bunker
Oh,
down
you're
the
going to-
right-hand
oh.
side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more
That one
players
takes a
take
while.
out driver
That one
and
takes a
take it
while.
over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly
That one I
elevated.
always leave to the last stream, to be honest.
That one was fired out of a
Or the
cannon.
second to last stream.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yeah, he's got roughly 110 to the pin here.
Let's put a little bit back on this and see what happens.
opting for the 9-iron.
Stalin, are you
Great-looking
going
shot
for
this.
120 this round?
Gee, I think they've got the handle of this game, Rich. Fairways and greens.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment.
I mean,
Great
just
to
look at what
watch.
Emma's doing here. Like, we're already...
And after that
Yeah.
performance, they'll stay right where
When
they
you,
are.
if you
in the
get to
standings.
100, you might as well, right? Especially if you're
Welcome to
doing
this hole. It's a
Arundel
par 4.
or Eventide. I call it Arundel. I'll admit that early in my first playthrough of Breath of the Wild, there were a lot of people in my stream in chat that that did not like there were some Breath of the Wild elitists,
And this shot
and
here
when I
coming up
called
from
it
around
Arundel
130 yards.
from Frozen, they were not thrilled with that and would constantly correct me. It was kind of funny. But yeah, if you're doing that one, you might as well do the other ones because
Chosen the pitching wedge here. That
that's
should
the
find
hard
surface.
yeah, they would get
A
so
wonderful
mad
shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th.
and continuously correct me. So then, of course, Penguin
Straightforward
knows my
four-footer
humor.
coming up here.
Then, of course, I
The
started
short game has
trolling
been
it
very
and purposely
impressive.
calling
They've
it
been
that.
really sharp today.
Well
Sounds
done.
good.
Take the
I
birdie.
do have an exclamation point lurk. If you want. It doesn't do anything except say a little saying.
And with that
but
hole behind us, they're currently
enjoy
in
the
lead
lurk /
with
be right
Tiger
back.
Woods in second place.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
I think it is case sensitive, Penguin. Come on, you can make it over that. Yeah. Oh, it's
Time
just
for the second shot
I
at the
wonder
12.
what I put the cooldown on it. I shouldn't have anything on a cooldown for that, honestly. Let me check the cooldown. Stay out of that bunker.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Okay, it should work now. Oh, lovely. All right, cooldown should be good for everybody else. A bubble tea mod for played up. I don't even know. I'm a little, I still think they should add a corned beef and cabbage mod for St. Patrick's Day, but that's just me. Slow down. Slow down. Oh my gosh, Emma.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
It is not. That
This
was like
one's for
a
birdie.
60-foot putt.
That will drop, and it will extend the lead.
Oh, lovely.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
And after a birdie at the last,
They take the honour on the hole.
Yeah, there's no reason to hit driver here. Yeah, and so far on the back nine, I've hit birdie as
Well
well.
done.
Or
From
birdie
about
birdie
100
birdie,
yards.
I think.
Going with the pitching wedge here. This one's going right at the pin here. That's well played. Pin high. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
Little birdie look in here.
Oh, we dropped our first birdie. It's like talking to
Too
the
heavy-handed
pitcher.
there.
Oh well,
It was a
we dropped our
wonderful
first.
approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately, having to settle for
We hit
par.
par once.
He sits
Darn.
in first position.
We've had 2 pars this whole round.
Time to play one of the one-shotters.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail
No,
out to
you're
the
all
right, well,
good.
now
That
you're
was
running
bound to
into a
happen.
low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
That
Yeah,
1
this
mile an
one
hour
just
wind really pulled it
swerving the
right.
green to the right-hand side.
Oh, should we try to chip in? I think we'll chip in.
It was never really a comfortable shot for them, was it?
You're
Lots
never
of greens
really
in
a comfortable
regulation today
shot.
for this player, Luke. This is a surprise missing this one.
It usually lets go a lot more than that, so I was like, nope. This might be our bogey, guys.
And a par putt awaits him.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Okay, we
That's
saved
a
our par.
clutch par.
We're still, like, I don't know how much we're in front of the...
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
What movie you're watching?
Time to hit a good one here at the 15th.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia
1, 2, or
trees
3.
to deal with. This
Or
is
4.
a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway
'Cause
does
the third
chase
one-
away
third
from you
book
just
was
over
into
that
2.
bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 150 yards.
You know,
Going with the 8-iron here.
I have
All right,
seen
we're
them
going with an extra
because
club
I have
here.
nieces. To be honest.
Yeah, nicely played.
What's in front of them, Henny?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
Oh, it was outside of Orlando. Perfect. Thanks, Trey. Yeah, I will admit that they, out of the making a movie out of
It's
a book,
inside the range.
they did pretty good. We're back in our birdie range, guys.
And looking at the standings now.
But
and they're
definitely
currently in
probably
first
wouldn't
place,
have
ahead
read
of
it
Tiger
or
Woods, who's
watched
second.
it had I not had nieces.
Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Let's keep this momentum going, guys.
Rich, good chance to get this green in 2.
Yes, this player's found the fairway, and now they've got the opportunity to knock this on in 2. Be wary of coming up short and left, obviously in the water, but don't be anxious to miss it out to the right, especially in that bunker that's over in the middle of the green on the right-hand side. That really
Oh,
can
we're not
wreak
gonna
havoc
miss the
with
green.
players. Try and find the green at all costs with this second shot.
We did.
Ah, absolutely flushed.
A big opportunity with an eagle putt.
Yeah. And I always have a rule. I don't know if you guys have ever heard this rule from me, but if they make a a movie off of a book that I know about, if I know it's off of a book
Always
before
love these opportunities.
before
especially when it's for
I see the movie,
Still in the lead now
I won't
after
go
that
see
hole.
that movie until I read the book to see what the author intended. Until
Here we are
you know,
at the 17th tee.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
okay, so we're doing that.
Going with the 5-wood.
Oh, I should have put backspin. I was shaping the shot.
What are we
And it
looking
actually
at for
played
this
really
putt,
well.
Henny?
Honestly, guys, I stopped counting at 40 feet. This is way out.
Yeah, I try to. I failed like on 2 movies, I think, but that's about it.
That's frustrating. No, that's too bad. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
This is what they have left for par.
Well hold.
It's just something I like to do. I would rather
Now
understand
that finds him
where
in
the
first place.
the author intended. And you know, it's
Let's
all
head to
good
the final hole of this
if
round.
nobody else does that.
It does.
It's just kind of my
actually a
take on it.
semi-blind tee
It's
shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where
It's
you
kinda
can't
how
see
I
the
roll
golf
with
balls land,
movies.
so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
That's fair. And I actually
Well played, mate. And this shot from about 150 yards out.
same. No, I didn't chuck the book or anything, but that's Return of the King was the one that I did not read. For before the movie.
To
And
have opted for the 8
for
iron.
me, this is why I can't read any Stephen King either. Is it's so
Good shot
long-winded.
there.
And no wonder Peter Jackson went so over the top with how
This putt
long
is
those
16
movies
feet
were,
to the hole.
was because so did Tolkien. Like,
That was a
we almost
gallant
made that.
attempt. A par putt on the table.
yeah, and I'm okay
And
with a
another
book
round
being
safely in the
long,
books.
but when it's long just to be long,
Well, how good's
that's
that
where I
golf?
struggle.
All day just looked in complete command.
and
of
I
their game.
admit that about me.
Yes, you always want to be
Um,
in first place going
and that's
into
why
the
I
final
can't
round.
watch- I
In
can't
saying that,
read
it can
any-
be uncomfortable as well. We'll have to see how this
Any
player
Stephen
tomorrow
King
handles
either.
the pressure.
It's just like,
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the
And
hard-working folks at HB
I
Studios,
really
it's goodbye
I
for now.
really like reading The Hobbit because it's a shorter story, and I've read The Hobbit a dozen times. More than a dozen times, probably. And like that's why I really enjoyed The Giver. Yeah, and even that. And that's fair. That's to each their own, right? To each their own. I'm not saying that I'm right or wrong. I'm just saying that I lose interest if you start overly describing things at the beginning. Now, if you do it, you get me into the book a ways, and then you start doing it a little bit, then I'm okay. All right, let's go to the final round.
And another
It says you gotta hook me first. Yeah.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
So,
Today's
okay,
coverage
so
of the Arnold Palmer
I don't talk
Invitational
about
is
school a
about to
lot
begin.
on stream, but I'll
Pleased
talk
you
about
could
school
join us
really
for this
quick.
final round
It
action.
was very interesting to see
Luke Elvey
the
here
difference
with
between
Rich
undergrad,
Beam in the booth, and Rich, it's the
my
final round of
undergraduate
this
degree,
one.
and my
What's our
graduate
next player
degree.
dealing with as they start their
Whereas
round?
undergrad, there was page
Should be a lot of
minimums.
nerves. They got the lead, they've been
Graduate,
sleeping
there
on it
was
overnight.
page
That is never
maximums.
an easy thing to do.
And the
Almost an
difference was
uncomfortable
to
situation at
have at
times,
least
but
amount
they
of
are playing well,
pages
so
because
they have
people
that
were
confidence going
slacking
into the
in
final
undergrad,
round.
and I'm not saying that
This is
that's
gonna be a
general
tough afternoon
consensus,
ahead.
but
Well,
like
there's so
they
much
did a page
excitement
minimum
and
to make sure people
anticipation in the
put in
air.
the
I
effort.
can't wait to
In
see how
graduate
it
school,
plays
they're
out.
like, dude, now that you know how to do something, dial it back and don't say more than you need to say. Get your point across in as few words as possible. Yeah. One, it's such a great play.
Let's see what kind of
Page
Tony sets for himself
maximum,
today.
Zeus? Or okay, that's gonna be alright. That will stay in the fairway.
Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
He's looking at perhaps
Yeah,
175,
well, and
I'd
it-
say.
Depending. Let's like when you're reading for fun, it's different. So I don't do a straight correlation. Like if an author is long-winded in a fantasy novel or any kind of fiction, don't get me wrong, that has a different value than trying to
Going with the 6
talk
iron here.
about quantum computing, or quantum security. Like, you don't want to be long-winded there. You just want to get the point
Yeah, that was a
across
safe
because
play.
your statement of this.
Let's see if we
I
can
r-
make this big putt for birdie.
This is actually a really entertaining conversation because I know Riley and Julianne would have great insight on this because they're living it right now. Because they're both in graduate school. Are you going to break?
Ooh, right by the hole. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Putting for par. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
That's a rock solid par right there.
So,
Yeah,
still currently in the lead
and-
after that hole, but Tiger Woods is lurking in second place. And I don't
That's
know
fair.
if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action.
Yeah, I find that, like, for Tolkien, my favorite, and it's different for everybody, right? It's definitely, but my favorite, like I say, is Hobbit for Tolkien. Just because it's just, for me, it's a fun short story. Was it 162 pages or so? If I remember correctly.
A little off the mark
Um,
on that approach shot.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
And that's going to go long.
Ooh, that almost went down.
Um,
Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Let's see if you
Well,
can make this.
I can relate to
Get the
kids'
par on the
quotes,
card.
so no, I'm kidding.
And
But
with
yeah,
that
it's
hole
so
behind
good.
them, they
I really
currently
like
lead
the White
ahead
Mountain
of
series.
Tiger
I know
Woods,
I've talked
who's
about it on
second.
stream before.
And I don't give
John
the rest of the field
Christopher.
much hope today. Our leader is way out
That's
in
a
front in
3-book
this final
series.
round.
There's a 4th book that he made
we are
like
at the
20
third.
years later.
There's a lot of
But
intimidating
that
tee
3-book
shots on
series,
this golf
just
course.
a
Look,
nice.
this could
I mean,
be
that fell
number
under
one.
young
Water
readers
down
as
the
well.
left-hand side, you
But,
obviously want no part of.
just
but
a
if
nice
you miss it right in the rough, that is
200
very
page per
gnarly
book-ish.
and nasty to come out of. The green works away from
I
the
agree with
player,
that.
moving from
I
right
totally-
to left. The miss is out to the
They-
right, but watch out.
I feel
It's
like
awfully
adult
quick
reading,
coming down that
they
green.
feel like they
Don't
need to
chip it or
either
putt it
throw
in the water.
curse
what are you
words
seeing
in
down there?
that add no value.
Sitting up here from about
And I have no problem with
155.
swearing. I just add value when you're writing, at least. Or they add they sexualize something that also may not add value to get a point across. And that's why maybe I
And
really
choosing the
enjoy
8-iron here.
young readers, because they don't add that other fluff. But yeah, so John Christopher is one of my
Not a bad
favorite
approach.
authors
Grab
for
the putt
that
from the caddy.
series.
You're dancing.
And then I really like The Giver,
All right, Henny.
which is also
What's he
young
got in front of him
readers.
here with this putt?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
And drop.
And that's for birdie. Well hold.
I know,
This
I
is Brooke
agree.
Henderson.
And she's holed it. Absolutely magnificent.
Oh,
Diana Wynne Jones.
In the bunker, but that is not a
I feel like
problem for this
I've
player.
read her
Yes,
before.
in
I'm
the
gonna throw this
hole.
on a browser tab.
This hole is a par 5.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right
Just
hand
to make
side
sure.
that shouldn't come into
I
play
don't-
for the players,
I
but those
checked to
bunkers
see if
down the
I've
left-hand
read
side
her.
certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second
And
shot
Penguin,
uphill to this par
I
5,
agree with
you
that.
can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking
I think there
around
was
the screen.
I think there was an argument between the actors and the director / sound, because if you hear What's His Toes, he chops his gums all the time when he's talking, and I think he had a fight with the sound
Time
engineer.
for the second shot.
What's
here at the 4.
the old guy that was the giver? I just hope they don't make Lily watch the movie, because it doesn't. Yeah, Daniels. Yeah, Jeffrey Daniels. I think it was Jeffrey Daniels, wasn't it?
Pretty
But
good
he,
shot there.
And here we are with
I
the third shot.
I have a close friend, that is a sound engineer, and he bet that that's why he chopped his gums so much. Why didn't you get pulled left at all?
Steps up to a punt of about 15 feet in distance.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Little did Penguin know that one simple statement, "Hey, I'm watching the Hunger Games," was going to turn into a 20-minute conversation about books.
Oh, just missed. It's just about 3 feet away.
Okay, I'm
And
being
we're
very
moving on.
critical of it because of my
Let's go to our
Yeah,
man
I
John
agree.
on the ground.
but
There's something
books.
brewing down
I'm
there. Let's
extra
find out
critical
what it
on The
is.
Giver because
Hey guys,
it
we
won
are
so many
checking in here with
awards
Brooke
as a
Henderson
book.
as she gets
And if
set
you're
for
gonna
her next
make
shot
that
here on
book
the 15th.
And now we can
a
take
movie,
look at how that
you
play
have
affects the
higher
leaderboard.
expectations of yourself, or you'll be looked at with higher expectations than, somebody who's just, I'm sorry, the vampire series of
Let's see what
Twilight.
happens
I'm
here
not
at the
going to
fifth.
hold them at the same level. Sorry if I insulted anyone there. That that loves Twilight. I'm sure it's a lovely book series, but you're not at the same level of expectations when you make that a movie than you make a Newbery Award winner. And that's why I give such a critical eye on The Giver. And for that matter,
That's a
Peter
good golf
Jackson
right there.
delivered on Lord of the Rings.
Around
And even if
110
you're
yards
not a
to go.
fan
The
of
breeze is moving left to right up there.
the movies, like, you got to give him credit on a lot of what he tried to do there.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Oh, it was the 30-yard, 12-mile-an-hour wind, not the 5. That's fine. Yeah.
Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
And coming up well short.
Yeah, and that's not a shot at twilight.
Getting ready to play their third.
It's just a different expectation, right? That's the key. It's a different expectation.
Oh, that one just missed the hole.
I'd be interested to hear what Lily thinks of.
This is a
We're going to get a bogey
12-footer
here.
An important par save.
I'd be interested to hear what Lily thinks of the giver. Yeah, we'll get
On
a
a good
bogey.
line. And this one will be for bogey. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Love the long holes. Welcome to the par 5.
Oh, it's an
This hole is so
11-mile-an-hour
gettable.
wind, too.
They're definitely looking to extend that lead by 1 or maybe even 2 strokes once the hole is finished.
11-mile-an-hour wind going to push it at all? Okay, a little bit. Yeah, and
No
it's a
harm,
deep
no foul
subject.
there with that shot.
Okay, let's be honest.
John,
the giver was a.
what's going on?
That's,
Talk to
that's
us,
deep.
Goose.
Hey guys, we are checking in with Brooke Henderson as she gets set for her next shot here.
I
on
remember
hole number
when
17.
the girls had to read it for middle
This is
school,
on a fantastic
and
line. Is it the right distance?
having the conversation. It was in their summer reading list because
Looks like she
at their school they had
overcompensated
to
there.
read a certain amount of
Trying
books
to
over the
draw
summer,
that
and
one
there's
in
certain
there,
required
but not
ones.
committing to
And
it,
we were at the
leaving it
cabin,
out.
They've had a
talking
chat
about
with
it,
the caddy,
and
and they're going for it.
it was
This
very
one's on.
interesting to hear their take on it after a first read.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
They've chosen to club down
This might go in
here.
the trap, but I don't really care.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Putting for eagle here.
I think that's it. We might go long if we miss the pin.
Ouch, that hurts. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, and disclaimer, I'm not hating on
And
Twilight.
maintaining top spot
It's just
on
a
the
different
leaderboard. After
genre.
that,
I wouldn't say
this is quite
genre.
an astonishing performance by our leader.
Different
Their
layer of
advantage now to
expectations. Just
double
like Hunger
digits.
Games, I
I'm
don't.
not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them.
I think they did
Deep
well
into
with
the
that
front
movie,
nine. Here
but
we are at the
it's a
7th
different
hole.
expectation.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close. Needs a little ground help to the left.
A little bit, but not too bad.
That should set up another chance.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
We've only hit a -3 today. But I knew this with how far ahead we were that we would not get as many opportunities today.
Wonderful shot. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
Oh, we aren't even a -3. We're a -1. Now we're a
Currently
-2.
in first position. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. This hole's a tough 2-shotter, a long par 4.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee.
Whoops, we
From
didn't take
there,
one less club,
make
guys.
sure
We're
that you
screwed.
take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Wait,
And Henny, what's he facing
Emma's
with
pants?
this one?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this whole location. Wow, that drive.
words
that
sometimes
had so
hurt my
much
brain.
airtime, I didn't even know if it was coming down.
Going with the 8-iron here.
First you're talking about Emma wearing a hat, now you're hating on Emma's pants?
And he's down there. You got to read.
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Got away from him.
And that putt will end up short.
It defies gravity, that one. That should have chased out more, but it didn't.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action.
Teeing off now on the 9th hole.
All right, we're just going to put it there. I know you are. Same.
Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. Taking aim from about 170 yards.
Puff of breeze moving this golf ball left to right.
I don't know. What do we think? Back here, guys? Yeah. Oh, I could have moved it even more.
Get in the hole.
The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
Oh, I responded with Emma's. The first question was Emma's pants, and then
Ooh, nice looking putt.
and then I said you started with Emma wearing a hat and now this. Something like that. That was in line with what was going down.
It's a lofty position this player has held all tournament, but what a buffer they've built with just 9 to play.
Could be some trying times indeed. Tough holes lay ahead, but yes, you're in the position that you want to be. Ahead
We're
of the
42 ahead of our rival.
Always love a new
FYI.
beginning.
Here we are at the opening hole of the back 9, the 10th.
Players have looked at this hole differently over the years. It used to be just a layup shy of that bunker down the right-hand side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more players take out driver and take it over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly elevated.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Well, it's 2
The
o'clock.
breeze has just got up.
Penguin,
You see
are
where
you
the flags are flickering, and it's straight back up into this player.
you gonna try to scare the living daylights out of you? Do we need to start a Depends
Choosing
campaign?
the 9-iron here.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right
3
call.
p.m.
Atta boy, good shot. Oh, this one will be a bonus.
Well, that'll work out perfect
From
too.
around 19 feet.
You're hooked.
Looking for another birdie here.
I'm gonna just put it right about there. Oh, Emma!
Oh, that's a fantastic attempt, especially from that distance. But it didn't quite drop.
He's so
We'll get the
excited about
standings now,
that
and they
distance,
come
but if
in
I hit
first
a
place,
60-footer
ahead of
close,
Tiger Woods,
ooh,
who's
that was a
second.
missed
And I
opportunity.
don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today.
We
in
should
this
have done a
final round of
counter on
action.
how many times he says that. I don't know if the rest of the field will catch her. Also, if we're talking about movies and expectations, hilarious movie, very low expectation.
That dog will hunt.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up this shot with the wind in their face.
Going with the 5-iron here.
Ooh, look at that. That's gonna stop. That's fine. I'll chip that up.
Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
I should have put one more club on it, but that's all good.
Setting up from the first cut here in the green. They could hold it from here.
Yeah, they could.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Par putt coming up here.
He's currently sitting in first place. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
Let's see what happens.
Wow, that's an incredible drive.
That might have in the bunker, actually. Close.
Well, I think
Nerves
they're
of steel,
attacking this one.
Emma.
They're really going to go for it.
Well, this is a good risk-reward hole. Looks like they're taking plenty of risk here. Going
Oh
for the
my
green.
goodness. I should have dialed a little bit less on there. I dialed it back, but I needed to dial it back more. Slow down. Look at the look of disappointment on that person's face. They're just looking down with their hand on their hip. They're like, no, you didn't.
And here we are with the third shot.
All right, let's try that.
Nice recovery there.
Love watching this player around the greens.
That's birdie.
So, still currently in the lead after that hole, but Tiger Woods is lurking in second place.
And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
We'll just put it right here and see what happens with the wind.
And taking aim from around 100 yards here.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Gonna try and hold it against the wind.
I think we're just going to put it here because it's safe. Oh, this wind is the one that's not
where that one
liking.
came
Oh, look
from.
at that.
Left field, I imagine. Splash.
There's your RNG. There was no headwind. It was all crosswind.
And here we are with their fourth.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm not really that worried. I think we're okay. Yeah, that time the wind didn't slow it down at all.
This putt is from 14 feet.
Try and keep that scorecard a little less dirty. This is for bogey.
We're bound to get a bad RNG hole. The only way we would have missed that,
line was looking good,
if we way over clubbed.
And this next putt here is for a double bogey. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
And
I
don't
probably
know if
shouldn't
the
have been
rest
that
of the field is
aggressive,
up for
but
catching
we're
them here
up by like
today
30.
in this final round of action.
Let's begin the 14th.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right,
Yeah,
well, now you're
and-
running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
And disclaimer, Emma's a lot ahead. Like, if you're a little ahead, I didn't notice it at the beginning, but I have, like, the 10 hand... I think I'm at an 11 handicap there.
Going with the 5-wood.
This one is all over it.
Like that. How much it went long on a 9-mile-an-hour wind. Whereas
That's not the outcome
the other
they were
day,
after.
Looking at the caddy, a bit too much club there.
I had a 6-mile-an-hour wind
this shot
that
from the
that
sand.
slowed it down much more than that.
What a shot! Almost went in the
And then
bucket.
it rolls out, yeah. But it's all good. Like
Yeah,
I
good
say, I'm
bunker
not.
shot there. Nothing left
It's just
with the
it's.
par.
What are we looking at for this
I have a
putt,
good
Henny?
enough
Yeah, they
handicap
left it in the perfect spot here, just
that
below the hole.
it's noticeable
they can be
now.
aggressive up the hill.
Like if you played one round at a time,
Get excited.
Or
This could go
tournament.
in.
like that.
Oh, just
Um,
missed that one.
Managing to maintain their position.
If you
on
played
the
one
leaderboard
round
after
per
that
tournament,
effort.
I
This
don't
is
think you
quite an
get a good
astonishing
enough
performance by
handicap
our leader.
for it
Their
to
advantage
show
now
up.
out to double
But I'm
digits.
playing 4
I'm not
rounds
sure
per
if the chase
tournament.
back is good enough to catch them.
Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole.
Strong par 4, your dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
The wind is at their back on this one.
All right, so you see we clubbed down one. Let's see what 9 does this time.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Oh, stop it. What a shot.
Stop
And a
it.
fantastic look upcoming.
Good chance this one. Right on 6 feet. Ooh.
So Zeus, I know that
Ooh, this would be a
you
good one
live
to
with
make.
somebody
It's
who
for
likes
par.
the New York Islanders, so
In the end,
I'm
that
sorry
will be
since
a
they're a
disappointing
rival.
par after such a
But I
great
watched the
approach shot.
Rangers game last night.
And staying right where they
And I'm
were
gonna tell
in
you right
today's
now,
rankings after that.
Yo,
3 holes remaining. This
they're looking
is what
strong.
it's
They're going
all
deep in the
about.
playoffs this year.
Time to see who is going to get it done.
I'm just saying. The Rangers were looking good last night against the Pittsburgh Penguins.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me.
They won 6-0. Their goalie is ridiculous.
Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. Wow. There's a lot of power in that one. Bombed.
I know, but I know that somebody you live with really
Maybe
likes the
thinking about going
Islanders.
for the green here. Getting ready to play their third.
You know what? I'm going to do this.
Didn't that look good for a long time?
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And with that hole behind them, they currently lead ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
I think
Let's
they can.
find out.
Now at the 17th hole.
This hole causes more
Yeah,
stress
and
for the players, I think,
I
than
think
any other hole on the golf course.
The
with
Capitals are
possibly the
playing,
exception
like, literally
of
right
number
now,
3.
playing the Minnesota
this green
Wild.
is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
You know what? I won't get too confident.
Going with the hybrid.
And look at how much short it pushed because of the RNG.
That's not the shot they're after.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
No green in red.
I'm gonna be
but a
honest
chance
with
to
you
save
guys.
their par.
I'm not that upset about it. Emma may look like they are on the face, but I don't think they're that upset.
Okay, step 1 complete. Out of the bunker. Now let's go make a putt.
That starts off on a good line.
Oh, there's
That's
another bogey,
frustrating.
guys. Watch out, Tiger's coming. He's got to come back from a -13 to -35.
Putting now for a bogey.
Still in the lead now.
I don't know if
after
he
that
can do
hole.
it after
And I don't give
in
the
one
rest of the
hole.
field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round.
Well, what a lovely position to be in. Holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck.
They're saying good luck like it's like I have a chance to lose.
Great shot. Second shot here on the 18th hole.
All right, let's see what happens there. I'll probably hit it in the water.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Come on, look
Yeah,
after
that's
us.
going for
Little
the
bounce to
water.
the right here.
Oh no, okay.
Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
This putt for him to win the event.
So what's that? 20. We have 22 putts to do to make sure we win. So if we miss 22 putts in a row, guys, we're going to a playoff.
That was a gallant attempt. All right, not the end of the world. Oh, size them up for the red cardigan that Arnold Palmer made famous. You are the Arnold Palmer Invitational Champion. Congratulations.
And what a week it was. A fantastic victory. Sensational victory on arguably one of the tour's hardest golf courses.
I didn't
Way
think
to
it was
go.
that hard of a course.
Great
I
win.
enjoyed it.
Victory screech!
Well,
Thanks,
when it
Sam.
comes to performances that they'll remember, that certainly
I
has to be
appreciate
one of
that.
them. What a brilliant play today.
A match for the books, Luke. I'm just happy that I got to witness that and see that. What a rivalry it was in the lead up to this epic match, and they took down the hero. They come out on top of not just
Oh,
the
I
rivalry,
appreciate that.
but also
Appreciate
the
that.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.
All right, so we have 550 for that round. Okay. Oh, we got a ping putter. Okay. Oh, he rivaled up. No, Cobra. You weren't giving me jack. Wilson, no. No Nike. Oh. Tier 5. How many tiers are there? Okay, we're at the players. I think I'm gonna stat up here and then do a quick stretch. We're just seeing if we got anything new, anything fun. We're sponsored by Adidas, by the way, so let's see what we got here. None of this looks exciting. All right, we're just gonna, Emma's gonna keep this look. All right. We'll be right back. Refill my water. Get up and stretch if you feel like it. You're not gonna miss any gameplay. I'll be back in about 2.5 minutes. I'll make sure that we play a stretch scene for the people who are subbed, and then just throwing an ad out there for metrics, see what's happening, see what it actually does when you play an ad. But nobody's missing gameplay, so don't worry about that. So I'll get up for about 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, and we'll see you when I get back. And Players Champion at TPC Sawgrass. All right, we're back. Man, PA is really pushing their lottery for you. And Nivea. I know we talked about Nivea before, but man. All right, let's see what happens at the Players Championship at TPC Sawgrass. I think that's in Jacksonville, or outside of Jacksonville, Florida. It's a public course if it's the course I'm thinking. That's like $300. Ooh, new music.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round
I'm pleased
action.
you could join us.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam, and here we are at TPC Sawgrass, the famous stadium course. Rich, this is a stern test for the players, isn't it?
A stern
Luke.
test.
The interesting thing about this golf course is that every single shot seems to be working away from the previous shot.
So that
Tee
courtyard
shot,
on the
if
left
it's
side
dog
looks a
leg
lot
left to
like the
right,
Glensheen
then the next shot
Mansion
requires a shot
courtyard.
from right to left. It's just one of these golf courses that you have to think and pay attention on every single shot. You can't take a single shot for granted.
We're starting
and you
with
certainly
15
can't
mile an hour
afford
wind.
to get out of position because the
Okay.
angles on this golf course are so bizarre. Pete Dye is a genius when it comes to designing this golf course.
Oh, I can't wait. Salivating to see how today's play goes.
Yeah, it is. I love that. The mansion and the courtyard and just everything around there.
That was wonderfully done. Playing this shot from around 120 yards.
We're gonna take a little bit off this,
Down.
and then let's see what happens there.
He's had a disagreement with the caddy.
You know what? You're a
He's gone
disagreement with
down
the
a
caddy.
club.
Yep, that shot safely on the green. 14 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Just didn't drop. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
That's fine. We have never played this course before, in real life or on game.
The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot
Looks a
over
little difficult
long
here.
bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
It
How
does
good is
look
this
like a pretty
course?
cool par 5.
This course is fascinating, would be a good way I would put it. It has quirky angles on every single shot. The tee boxes face you at a different angle that the fairway sits. The fairway
Let's see if
faces
this
you at a
gets us
different
up to
angle
the
than
green.
greens sit. And this is for all 18 holes. And I'm even going to throw 17 in there, even though it is the island green. This golf course that P. Dye designed is fun, it's perplexing, and mentally it'll wear you out just as much as physically. You better bring your A game if you want to contend this week.
So, on a scale of 1 to fighting a Lionel, what would you rank a Pete Dye golf course here, chat? Oh, and then
So
that time it doesn't
close.
break at all.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Currently 1 under for the day.
All right, that's
Moving
fine.
up the leaderboard. I like it.
Oh, we didn't get challenged to a rival in this one.
Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well,
Look at how
I'll tell
short
you
it
what,
went with no.
good luck on you. If you miss
headwind.
this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par.
Yeah, well, they're hitting RNG right away at us. I hope that's close enough to say
I
par.
like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
He'll have to work extra hard to get out of this one.
Oh, Tony Finau
deep
from the
down into
sand?
this
Yeah, he's going to knock that out. Yeah.
That's outstanding.
Do we even need to highlight reel that?
It's time to check on the leaderboard.
Trey knows what I'm talking about with Tony Finau. Like, he holed, like, 16 sand saves one round.
Well, the fourth is another great example that it doesn't.
Oh,
need to
now
be
we
a
have
long
17
par
mile an
four
hour
to be a
wind?
testing one. This fourth can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little
macaroni.
twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green: the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Here's Ricky Fowler's
Sounds
next
good.
shot.
We'll be chilling. Oh my goodness,
Oh, that's
Ricky.
great. It just missed the hole.
With 17 mile an hour wind. Goodness.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
All right, we're doing that.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
Good sounding strike, that one.
That's about,
A sensational
with 17
shot.
mile an
The
hour
chance for a birdie here
crosswind,
on the fourth.
that's about as good as you
Luke,
can get, I
nothing gets
think.
past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
This putt is for a sheriff second.
I think we aim just a hair to the left here.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
Don't
That's
ask me
a
how
lovely
we
way
have
to
2
make a move
birdies
into
so
the top
far.
5. Just one off the lead after that hole. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth.
So dramatic,
Strong
that
hole,
music.
this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Playing from around 150 yards here. One stroke off the lead.
Okay, we're going to see what happens here. I'm not mad at that. I am not mad at that.
And here we are with the third shot.
Currently a shot off the lead.
That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
Dylan, we're coming for you, man.
The tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But
Sailing, if
what do
you're
you
still
think of
here,
this
how's
shot?
Arundel going?
I missed the
Did you
tree.
beat the
I
high
thought
next
that was
yet?
a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Little par 4.
Well, it's time to head back down to the fairways. John, what's up, mate?
Oh,
Well,
Tony
guys,
Finau.
down here on the 14th, and this is Tony Finau.
Get in. Oh, terrific. What an effort. Oh, we'll take that and a spot in the top 10 to boot. This shot from 120 yards.
Breeze coming right into his melon.
All right, let's see what that does.
Going
The
with
breeze has
9-iron,
slowed
I
down to 12.
think. This one might need to get down a little. That's tidy.
We clubbed up 3 clubs there.
A chance to move into first place here.
I didn't hit it strong enough.
Surely it's going to.
Didn't quite hit it, did you?
Tell you what, watch out. This guy's going to be on full tilt here shortly.
No, I'm not. It's
As we
Emma.
go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
That shows me how simple it can be. Not with 15-mile-an-hour wind, though.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
Well, that 15-mile-an-hour wind didn't do anything.
That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Oh, just missed.
Putting for a par now.
And down it
Perfect,
goes.
Emma.
Let's head to the
I mean,
next.
we're in first, and everybody's
Currently
finished with
a
their
couple under
round.
for the event. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your
Oh,
attention.
look, and
as
this time
should,
it
because
doesn't
it's a long
slow
iron
it down.
to a sliver of an opening, even when they put the pin on the
You
right
see
hand
how
side,
the
you
cross,
want
the
no part of
huge
it.
crosswind
Center
before
of the
was
green
taking
all day
yardage
long here.
off. This time, nope, go long.
Second shot here
Yeah.
on the 8th.
I think we'll just plop her right there and see what happens. We'll sleep on this green.
How close was that to going down?
We took 10 yards off of that shot, by the way. Here comes a bogey, guys.
John, talk to us. What do you got for us?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Colin Morikawa as he gets set for his next shot here on the 16th.
It's dropping.
Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
Oh, this one out of a smelly spot on the golf course, but no bother for this player.
Big par saver coming up for this fella.
Yeah. I agree with that statement.
Is tracking.
There's our par
Yes!
save.
What a putt.
Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
I could watch this one all
But the
day.
funny thing is,
Who
it
would've thought
doesn't
that
track
would go
because
in?
a lot of them are for, like, par saves. "37-foot putt." Emma's a rock star. It's just what it
The leader
is.
now has a 1-stroke advantage.
Where did you come from, CT Pan?
The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass' Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left. Second shot out to the right. Sets up a very simple third shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Well, thanks for wishing me good luck. I might go for that.
Well, this is bold. Their eyes are opening up. Headed for the green.
I should have booked backspin on it, what I should have done.
Oh, well played.
He's waving at the trees. It's what Emma does.
Getting ready to play their third. Just one stroke back and right in it.
There's going to be a heck of a cross.
There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This is their look at birdie.
Okay, steady now. Just a short putt remaining here.
John, give us a small update.
All right, somebody's
Guys,
hitting
we're
out of the
checking in
sand.
with Ricky Fowler as he gets set for his next shot here on the 11th.
Oh, he's putting. There's a chance he won't make it if he's putting.
That'll help your scorecard. Well hold. And that will take him to 2 under. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. As you make the turn
I
here
like
at
the music
TPC
change for
Sawgrass, the 10th
this
hole
course.
is a clever one.
Pretty basic par 4, just 424 yards from the back tee. Players take out a hybrid or a 3-wood, hit it out to the right-hand side, which will leave a short second shot. However, lots of undulations on this green, so make sure
They
your second
default you
shot
to
is
the
correct
driver, and you'll
distance.
go into that sand trap if you hit the driver.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. From about 130 yards here, only one shot off the pace.
Oh, look at that. The wind didn't do much.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? 18 feet to the cup.
All right, Emma. I feel like right about there. Nope.
Ouch, that hurts. And this putt coming up for his par.
Oh, it didn't
Just
give it to me.
a couple of inches away from finding that one. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings.
There's
That's
your
for sure.
RNG. I did a full swing, and it went short.
There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome
Oh,
spots. if
we
you get
have
out of
played
play.
this one. Because I
There
remember
definitely
that.
is trouble, but the thing I love about this
We played
one
this in the
most, Luke,
queue,
is that
the
there's so
qualifier,
many
'cause
different
I remember
ways
that's
to
a
play it.
smiley
Most
face
players will
with
take
a hat.
driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Right?
Sitting at -1.
Well,
in
it's
a
just
share of
it's just
ninth position.
with how aggressive the RNG changes. That's what gets me, is how much it impacts it. Oh, am I hitting the pin?
Lovely effort that.
Like, it's noticeable when you play.
This putt for inside the top 5 on the leaderboard. That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one. And with it, he'll move to
It's
a
a
couple
tough
under
course,
par.
though. I don't know if it's as tough
The
with
leader now has
normal
a
wind.
one-stroke advantage. The tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just a decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes,
I
in
thought
the
it said it was
mounds, and little
102
pot
yards.
bunkers on top of those mounds. Well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Well, we're playing the contained game here.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
This is down breeze, so it's going to be tough to stop it on this green.
Oh, no, it won't. That wasn't
Fought
that tough.
against the wind to stick that one.
This putt to move into a tie for first.
All right, we're back into the first equation.
Ooh, right by the hole.
I've seen those drop. So we're not tied for first still.
An opportunity to make their par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently a couple under for the round.
We might not take the Players' Championship this year.
Well, as you start to head for home
I know
here
we're
at
in the first
TPC
round.
Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 313.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Oh, well, now we got to talk about Pete Dye again?
Ooh.
Yeah, there was a lot more. It was showing a lot more
Opportunity
break
to
than
make a
that.
par here. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Ricky
Uh-oh.
Fowler
We're in
is
fourth.
currently in the lead as we check the rest of the standings. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14th.
Difficult tee shot on this playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot, but if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
This shot from around 210 yards. Just 2 shots behind.
Probably shouldn't have rolled it because this one's gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's looking good. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
All right. The one dude with the backwards hat was really excited that I was putting. And then look at that break.
And this one is for his par. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Just 2 shots back after that hole.
It's only the first round, though.
The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
All right, let's see if this is the 14-mile-an-hour wind that moves at 10 feet.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Nope. It's the one that moves at 30.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt.
We'll just put it over here.
that line was looking good, wasn't it?
Putting for a par here.
And that puddle drop. Well done.
Oh, we're moving
Finds
down.
himself currently tied for 5th. As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left. Start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it.
Ooh,
or
massive
bail out
decision.
to the left, thinking
Massive
that's the safe
decision
play.
time.
It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
All right, here's our massive decision. We're aiming right here, and we're taking a little bit off of it.
Opting for the 5-wood.
And that 13-mile-an-hour wind was the 10-footer one, not the 30-footer one.
Let's head to the last hole for this wonderful highlight. Well, this is a fair reason why our leader is where he is on the leaderboard.
This is his 3rd.
From the sand. Of course, oh, they showed a sand shot that didn't
Incredible effort by
drop.
Ricky Fowler. Another moment of magic for him. Sitting at 2 under, tied for 5th. How close was that to going in the hole?
That should have
Great shot.
dropped.
Wonderful
The
play.
force field on the
Guaranteed
hole
birdie.
was there.
All right, safely out of the bunker, and now a chance to make a putt. Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 3 under.
All right, we're climbing back up.
He finds himself in a share of 4th.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Man, they
All
really
right,
changed the
Rich,
music
you've stood
on us.
there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000
11-mile-an-hour
people
wind.
who are having
Doesn't
some
do
fun
anything.
and ready to heckle you. If you knock it in the water, good luck. Enjoy.
Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
That's not enough.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole.
Sometimes when you try and get it up the hill, you just forget to hit it
Same.
sometimes, and it seems so in this case.
So they
Currently 2 under for the event.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
that's that. I need to keep an eye on the
Let's head to the
default
finishing hole. This
distance
wonderful par 4
because that's what
18th.
they're hitting me with
Wonderful
now.
only if you're a
That wasn't.
spectator.
That's new
It's
this tournament.
wonderful if
Well,
you're
last
not
tournament.
playing it for a lot of
That they've
cash.
changed the
It's
default
just
to being
one of the
way
most
short.
Difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Okay, so that was a 30-mile-an-hour or 30-foot crosswind of 12.
A couple under at this stage. Currently tied for 5th place.
I think you're right.
That's frustrating. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And that's it for today. And as this round winds down, he finishes in a tie for 5th.
I do not disagree.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at
Only
HB Studios.
okay. I have a
thanks for tuning
minus.
in,
I have a
and we'll see you next
handicap
time.
plus 11. That's why the game's drunk, because it needs to balance it with RNG. All right, one more round, and then we'll call it.
PGA Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this second round action.
I'm pleased you can join us for this second round action.
Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam.
Let's
And
hope
Rich,
we
this
don't
one
have
is trailing.
18 mile an
They have
hour
to really step it up, get
crosswind
it going
again.
today.
Look, they're behind the leaders, but not by a lot. But I got to say that they just haven't gotten it going yet. They are there because their putting has kind of kept it into it. The ball striking hasn't been great. The chipping hasn't been great, but
The RNG hasn't been great.
Something's got to change with the ball striking in order for them to remain in contention.
Well,
Well,
6
it's all
mile an hour
promising to
wind,
be a
that's
good
better.
day. Can't wait to see what happens.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
And let's see what he can do here today.
Let's see. Let's hope the game is less chalky milked up or spicy watered.
Second shot here on the first. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
Oh, well
Okay, that's
played.
much better.
Lovely shot.
Pretty much guarantees a birdie for this player.
And they'll tap this in for birdie. Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
He's currently in a share of 6th.
All right.
Let's
Oh,
see
the
what
wind's
happens
picking
here
up.
on the
of course.
second hole.
Drive it out to the right-hand side to give yourself a good look at reaching the screen in 2.
What if I want to drive it in the middle of the fairway?
Handy effort, that one. Let's head over to the third. Why don't we catch up with Ricky Fowler?
Let's.
Oh, that's a bonus.
You didn't bring
And
that
it
game when
chip
we
in, Luke,
when I
just
was
what the
talking
doctor
smack
ordered.
with you, Ricky.
They're thinking of going for this one, guys. Gotta be aggressive. Love this
Dude.
play out here.
She sounds surprised, but all right, let's see if it's the 10-foot, 8, or the 30-foot. It's the 30-foot, guys. It needed to land me in the
And
bunker.
here we are with the third shot. Oh, almost went in.
And then this is going to roll out forever.
Should be good enough for the birdie.
11 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie run.
This one's tracking.
And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies.
Kinda like it. 2 in a row.
Well, the game continued to be spicy watered.
And it's great to see Ricky Fowler back on top of this leaderboard.
No, it's not. We need Emma up there. Simmer
And
down,
now
Ricky.
stepping onto this par 3 hole.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
Opting for the 6-iron.
Ooh, look at that crosswind at 6 miles an hour.
Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
Already made a few birdies today. And this is another good look.
Oh, look at that.
That was a
Look how much
gallant attempt.
it broke with
A par putt
very little
awaits.
cross.
Our leader is
That's
Ricky
Penguin's
Fowler here,
comment
playing
about
nicely
drunk
so
game.
far. Next up is this par 4 hole.
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
A very fun hole to play indeed. I feel like it's been far too long since I've called out Jeremiah McCaddy.
Oh,
You
golf
know,
clap. That's
Jeremiah
beauty.
also frees
Second
the
shot here on the
locks.
fourth.
Doesn't wear a hat. Nor should he. I mean, really. All right, let's see what happens here.
Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice.
That should kick a little bit. There it goes.
Well, that's well played and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the fourth. Trying to get to 5 under with this putt.
This is what they have left
This
for
is
birdie here.
very downhill.
Oh, that's a nice line.
A bit too much pace on that one.
Just 3 feet to the cup. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt?
They are
but
so
unfortunately not able to
negative.
convert.
Colin
Oh,
Morikawa
he's in the
setting
sand.
up his shot.
Of course.
And down it goes.
Tough bunker shot, no bother whatsoever for this player.
Man, you need
They
to get a
find the bottom
deodorant
of the
sponsor
cup.
they're calling.
And Ricky Fowler leads this tournament.
It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th.
Par 4, 471 yards from the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
Solid shot there, Emma.
Oh, that was pure. And there's highlights of plenty out there on the golf course. Let's take
All
a
right,
look
during
at
this
this
highlight,
incredible
I'm going to
shot.
have some water.
Our current leader is showing us why they're on top.
Ricky, I'm coming for you.
Wonderful effort. Okay, let's get
Oh,
back to
he
it,
did
shall
the
we?
Shooter McGavin.
And he's down there.
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
I'd say you're right.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
With some forward spin, hopefully it kicks.
Left yourself an opportunity. Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
Cheers. I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. Hopefully it was a successful Breath of the Wild play. And as always, I appreciate you hanging in
that's a
there
ripper.
and chilling
with
with us.
We'll move to 5 under par.
Just remember, if there's anything you learned today, it's free the locks.
And it's welcome back to Ricky
I'll see you
Fowler,
tomorrow,
sitting
probably.
on top of the leaderboard.
But thanks for hanging out. Have a great rest of your Sunday.
We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
Par
Oh,
4.
nice. 77. That's
393
good.
yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
We're pushing free the
Oh,
locks.
that's a high caliber shot.
I hope Penguin
kind of
knows
shot are they
that
facing here,
when
Henny?
her
Yeah,
stream
this
starts,
breeze
that's
just
all.
started to get up
If I
now
raid
on
you,
the course, and
Penguin,
it's directly into the face.
we're coming in with free the locks. If anybody's on that raid with me. Oh, look at that. That was a bad shot.
Good shot there, Beamer. Not
Free to
afraid to go
locks.
deep. This putt's for 6 under par.
This for
I think we can hit this
back-to-back
pretty much straight on.
birdies.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And
All right,
that
now
will
we're
take it to
picking up the
6 under.
pace. The RNG's a little better on this round. I think it needed to hit me hard on the day one.
Ricky Fowler is currently in the lead as we head to the next tee.
All right, so we're through 6.
This
We
hole
got
here
12
is a
left.
par 4.
Difficult par 4, 451 yards, water and sand all the way down the left-hand
Good
side.
advice, Jeremiah.
Hit it out to the right, find the green with your second, and sprint to the next hole, making 4.
It looks like Penguin started streaming. Free the locks. Thanks. I'm sure I'll catch you on yours in a bit. I have
Well, that's a
6
heavy
and a,
shot.
or 12 and a half.
Time for the
11
second
and a
shot
half
here
holes
at the
left.
7th.
All right, let's see what happens there.
Choosing
Oh.
the 9-iron here.
Had I hit that full, it would have been good.
That's not what they were looking for.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Getting ready to play their 3rd.
He's 2 shots back.
Come on.
Well, you like the look of those hands.
Judging it beautifully.
All right, 11 holes
John,
left.
what's going on out there?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Bubba Watson as he gets
Oh,
set
Bubba's
for his
playing
next
this
shot
round?
here on the 9th.
Apparently,
Yeah,
Bubba's
that's
not
just
playing well
not
this
gonna
round.
work for him.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now.
Our leader is Ricky Fowler here, playing nicely
I'm only
so
2
far.
behind him now, though, so I'm feeling good.
Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
Well, we were hoping. Well, there's a smiley face right there. We're hoping this crosswind was the one that makes it die out, but apparently
And
this
he's
crosswind
safely
was
on the
not.
green. Good look at a birdie here.
I'm gonna throw it right there and see what happens. Oh, look at the pace on that.
Just missed. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Well hold. Let's move on.
And now to the standings.
Oh, Ricky's up.
They sit in second
Ricky picked
place
one up on hole
behind
9.
Ricky Fowler.
We'll have to birdie hole 9.
We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent.
Oh, look at this soar through the air.
Sitting at 6 under. Tied for second place.
Let's go for it. That's gonna hit the bunker, probably. Oh, it didn't. Oh, it hit the other bunker. I was going for it either way.
Was surprised to see Colin Morikawa have a few more highlights. Let's take a look at this one.
Look at the shot that this player possesses.
And in the hole.
was a
Okay,
glitch.
let's get back to the action. Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. one just missed the hole.
And a guaranteed birdie now for this player. Good stuff indeed.
I don't know if I guarantee this birdie, but
I like that kind of fight. That shows resilience.
That's a really good effort to get it up and down out of that bunker for the birdie.
well, minus 5 this round really made up for that last one.
A two-stroke lead.
We'll catch Ricky. Plenty of golf
Ride the
left.
momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Not a bad line, this one.
No, and there's really no reason to hit driver there.
Let's take a look at this from just a couple of moments ago. Our current leader showing us why they're on top.
I might
Lining
cut
up for
out
his
of these highlight reels to get through this round of golf.
Let's return to live play now. Playing this shot from 120 yards. Only 2 shots off the pace.
They've chosen to club down on this one.
And that's why.
Well, that's well played and sets up a good birdie look here at the 10th. Chance to move to 8 under here.
Looking for another birdie here.
If it's up, it could be in.
There we go.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that will take him to 8 under. And it's great to see Ricky Fowler back on top of this leaderboard.
We are catching him though.
Teeing off here at the 11th.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway
the smiley
bunkers on
face.
the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
Wonderfully played.
Wonderfully played. I don't know if I want to go for this. I'm thinking about just throwing it back here and slow down.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. He's right in the hunt, just a shot off the pace.
I want to pop it right there and see what happens.
That's a high quality recovery shot.
Great touch.
Putting for birdie here. And as we move along, it's welcome back to Ricky Fowler.
Oh,
sitting on
Ricky's
top
still
of the
getting one on
leaderboard.
me every round.
Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
Par 4, 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out.
For
to
me,
the
it's
right,
not
but
a
the brave
drivable
ones
par 4.
Will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
Oh, well done. Second shot here on the 12th.
I'm going to put it right there.
Nicely done.
I wonder if we can get a birdie here.
Just 6 feet between he and the hole. Nice stroke. Well, what a performance. 8
There we
birdies
go.
on the card.
Ricky Fowler is currently on top of the leaderboard here.
Ricky's staying pace
Let's
with
see
me.
what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we?
So many different levels to this green. On the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in one. But watch out, if you hit in the wrong spot on the green, it'll be difficult to two-putt from there.
Okay, we're gonna put it right there and see what happens.
Opting for the 5-iron. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left.
Well, it's a heck of a slope to the left.
Okay, that'll work. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, guys, he's got 28 feet here.
I just wanted to get it close.
That'll sting a bit.
It was
I
a
don't think it
slippery
did.
putt coming up down the hill, so not too surprised to see this one coming up short.
Oh,
And
Ricky
after
gained
that
one
hole,
more on me.
This player sits in second, trailing Ricky Fowler.
This has
Well,
to
we
be
hit
one
it
of the more
minus
difficult holes
8
in golf.
today.
The long par 4.
So
If you
far.
hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
I'm gonna go a little bit long, but that's fine.
Outstanding approach shot.
Full of confidence as
Outstanding.
well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
This putt coming up is for birdie.
I don't think we're gonna get birdie here.
Well
Oh,
played.
you got it.
Our leader is Ricky Fowler here.
Oh, we
playing
got one
nicely
up
so
on him.
far.
And they be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
Says the
Penny,
guy
what
who
have
I
they got in front of them
don't
here?
think I'll ever
Setting
invite
up
to
here
High
from
Rule
about
for
175 yards.
anything.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. There's looks to be heading to the green.
Let's see how that goes. I'm okay with that.
But not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Put it right there. Oh, it went straight as an arrow.
Just didn't drop. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost.
And being a couple off the lead, they can't afford to miss those birdie opportunities.
A couple won.
This hole is a par 5.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green?
I do.
Of course you do. But watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
Yeah, that one will play. Rich, fortune favours the brave at TPC Sawgrass, but no more than here at the 16th.
You better be confident in what your abilities are, because if you get it wrong, you'll find out in a hurry with this second shot here at 16. You miss it right, you're in the drink. You miss it left, you're going to be in some mounds. You can catch a nasty lie, and that's not any place you want to be. It really is a difficult shot from over on the left-hand side. One of the most underrated difficult shots on this golf course.
I
However,
put backspin because I don't want to go
on
long.
the center of the green, make eagle, life's good.
You can stop rolling ball.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
I should have left
you
it at
just
normal
dream
spin.
about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Like, Bubba, I'm kind of concerned about you wearing a hoodie in like 80-degree weather.
Well, there's a scorecard saver, Rich. That's perfection. Let's get back to it, shall we? A look to get to 13 under par.
Their short game today has been
We're
absolutely
going to throw it a little bit over
sublime
here and
fun
see
to
what
watch.
happens.
Starting to look really good.
Yeah, they did.
No, that's too bad.
That's
And
too
his
bad.
putt
That
is
was
to
for
move into
eagle.
a share for the lead.
Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie. And now we have this
All right, so
player
we're
currently
averaging
tied for
-6
first
each
with
round
Ricky
now.
Fowler.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Par 3 17th, 137 yards, island green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with a golf club in your hand, can you hit the green?
I can.
Yeah, the wind's really starting to blow, but that didn't faze them.
Putting for birdie. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
I'm not mad at that card.
And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader.
Oh, Ricky, you dropped one.
Here we go, Rich.
I figured he wouldn't be able to keep that up.
Teeing off the 18th hole.
It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway. Keep
Yeah, it
out
is.
of the rough, and from there.
Now we're only in
out
round
to
2,
the right
and I
hand
only
side
hit a
of the green,
-2.
somehow also keeping it out of the rough
The
over
front
that pot bunker,
or
short
the
right.
first round because
Listen,
it was
you'd be happy to
RNG
make
in me
5
like
here.
crazy.
That's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Just putting on a ball striking clinic, it seems, today, Rich.
It has been fantastic.
I have
to
a feeling
watch all
rounds
week
3 and
long.
4
This
will go
player
a
is
little bit
dialed in.
smoother. But it is the Masters. Oh no, it's the Players Champion. So I have a feeling they made it more difficult just for that reason.
That putt seemed to lack the speed it needed.
Wow, shocking to say the least. How do you miss that?
So, 2 rounds in the books, Rich. Not a bad little day's work, I think.
No, and only 2 more to go. Looking forward to seeing what happens.
Yeah, so we
in the
hit-
final 36.
On behalf of Rich
So what are we,
Beam
minus
and all the
13?
hardworking folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Oh, I didn't want that. All right, well, that was a fun Sunday stream. Just remember, free the locks. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the tournament and a half we did. We're gonna put level 2 wedges below us here. We're gonna raid Penguin, just because I know she doesn't usually stream on Sundays. Not family friendly, but a lot of fun. She's playing Mortuary's Assistant. She's trying to get the final ending that she has yet to get. Stick around. At least join the raid. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me on Sunday. I'll be back on Tuesday. So we'll be finishing up a round of golf, and like I say, yeah, thanks for hanging out. Check out my YouTube. It's raw streams. So just moved right on over to YouTube. It's not anything fancy, but come check it out if you want. And yeah, enjoy hanging out with Penguin.